Hi everybody. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well and you've had a good day. Welcome everyone. As promised, I am doing a scope today on the sunflowers. Good evening. Hello everybody. Up late. Yes, you are. It's almost 9 o'clock here. If you're new to me, my name is Rowena. I am the maker and designer of Sojourners, Traveler's Notebooks. That's primarily geared towards travelers and for everyday journaling. So I decided to do it late because I was supposed to do this last Sunday, and just it's, you know, things happen. And so that's great. I'm glad you like sunflowers, Dawn. And so I said I wasn't going to make promises, and so sure enough, I couldn't get to it until today. And I think I'm finding that it's going to be easier for me to do these in the evening time after dinner, because during the day I'm producing notebooks and it's just hard to get away and do a scope. And so anyway, who here went ahead and got ready and is going to watercolor with me? Anyone? Anyone gonna do it? Roberta, yay, hi. Good time for you after dinner. What time is it there, Kathy? Hi, Jenna. Oh, thank you. I know I just got it done today. I'm actually taking off for the weekend. We are volunteering over at the Harvest Crusade. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it, but it's in Anaheim, California. And we're going to be volunteering there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if any of you are in California, Southern California, come on out. There will be bands and a message by Pastor Greg Laurie and all kinds of things. And so check it out. You can always go on harvest.org to watch it online as well if you're not in Southern California. Anyway, that's where we're going to be. And so that's why I got my nails done. Whenever I go on a trip, I typically just want to make sure that, you know, my nails are done and I have a pedicure and everything. And so anyway, I'm sorry. Hi, Carlinda. You love Greg. Yes, we love him too. Wish I was there. We'll check it out on harvest.org tomorrow. 7 o'clock it starts, and maybe you'll see me. Just kidding. Thousands of people, you will not see me. Anyway, yes, exactly. I used to do that too when I was a photographer. Right before I would do a wedding, a shoot, I would get my hair done and my nails done, just because, you know, you want to look presentable. It's a wedding after all. And so anyway, enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make this sunflower. I'm sorry about the shadows and all of that, but it can't be helped because I don't have good lighting here. I'm going to have to figure that out if I'm going to do more of these in the evening time. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. This is one that I did a couple of days ago. And just really quick, I'm going to show you. This one is more of the typical yellow and orange sunflower, just playing around with it. And so, but I think I'm going to choose these colors today, and I'm going to be using my new palette, the Decadent Pies by Prima Marketing. Whoops, that is bright. Sorry about that. And so I'm going to try to replicate this one right here. You're going to need a pencil and whatever you're going to be doing it on. I'm going to, do you sketch first? This one I am going to sketch first. I'm going to be doing this on a retro insert. I gessoed it. Hi, Courtney. Sorry if you hear me slurping, I'm having tea. Hi, how are you? I hope you're feeling better these days. Yes, this is the Retro Slim, which is the B6 Slim. Does it matter if you use gesso or acrylic? No, it doesn't. Acrylic works just as fine. But I think I've noticed that I feel like the gesso is a little bit smoother when it comes on and not as thick. So with acrylic, you might have to water it down a little bit, but either one works. Okay, so pencil first. We're going to go ahead and just draw the sunflower. That's the one I used on the one I did last night. Yes, notice the thickness, too late. I'm much better. Oh, great. I'm glad that you're better, Courtney. Popping in before school pickup. Okay. All right. I might not see your comments now because I'm going to try to concentrate on this. You know, I'm no expert at these watercolors. I just dabble. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a half circle. I'm doing this on the edge of my insert. If you have a full page, go ahead and do it on a full one if you would like. I'm just choosing to do half of the sunflower. And then I'm going to go ahead and start right here for the middle part of it so that it will somehow be even. And then here you can do a little bit of, you know how sunflowers sometimes are, you know, have a fold. I don't know how to explain it, I'm sorry. You know me and my terms. And so anyway, so that was, it's slightly, you know, even. And that's it. Anybody have any questions so far? And then just fill it in. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course. In fact, it would be nice if it wasn't for perfect so that it would have a variety like flowers have in the wild. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put a stem. This is just a rough sketch. And then the leaf, just, you know, I probably should have researched what the leaf looks like on a sunflower, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Whoops, that's not, I'm sorry. It wasn't even showing. Okay, I need to move my iPad, I think. Hang on. I'm not seeing. You guys are seeing, so let me try it this way. Oh, thank you. Red hearts, very cool. Okay, so there's the leaves. Kind of droopy, I guess. Are we going to erase when done? No, not really. The watercolor will just kind of cover it. So that's it. Does anybody else have any other questions so far? No? Okay, we're going to go ahead and add more to this. And the spine goes up to the left side of the insert, right? The spine, meaning this side right here, is the spine. Is that what you mean? I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to add to this in between. Just going to put a few. Yes, yes, the spine is on this left side. So that when you open it, okay, thanks for answering that. You're doing your cover? Yes, this is my cover that I'm going to use for fall. Okay, so I just added a few here and there. Okay, Are you guys up to that point? Does anybody have any questions yet? Okay, so that's about it. That is your sunflower, your basic sunflower. Easy, right? Okay, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is, I was gonna try something different by using different colors. I like to do things differently and not what's typical. You're cleaning your desk, but keeping your company. Great. Can you show leaves again, please? Oh, sorry about that. Let me, okay, I think that's better right there. You're listening to your husband snoring. I hope you don't wake him up with my, my voice here. Okay, so like I was saying, I was going to try to use different colors just because I don't want to really do the typical yellow, but I kind of like this, the one that I showed you guys. So I think I'll go ahead and use that for now. I might try this in other crazier colors just because I'd like to see a different rendition of a sunflower in different colors. I think it'd be kind of cool. But I was afraid it might look like a daisy instead if I do it in the pinks and reds. So I'm gonna have to play with it later. Love those burnt orange browns you used too. Cool. So let's go ahead and start with that. This is probably going to be a little bit different than what I actually did, only because I don't remember exactly what I did. So I'm just going to start with the yellow, which is, I don't know if you guys can see this. Should have done this lengthwise, I guess. So I'm just going to take this yellow here, and I'm just going to put it on, I'm not going to cover all of it, just a little bit here and there. Whoops. And if you make a mistake, no big deal. You could just cover that up later. I mean, if you really want to pick it up, you can take a clean, wet brush and pick up the color that way. And then, see, it just disappeared. And dab it on a piece of paper towel. I'm going to put a clip on here so I'm not having to hold it down. There we go. So again, I'm just going to color it in, not really coloring the whole thing, just maybe around it, leaving some white. Okay, I'm going to need to wet, here it is, to activate my colors, kind of dry it out. Hi Kelsey, hi Donna, sorry if I'm not seeing these comments. I'm only seeing them here and there. Hi Christina Marie, I'm glad that you're joining us. I think you're new to my scope. There we go. So again, just, you know, leaving some white space is fine. It's 6 in the morning here. Oh, where are you at? Which country are you from? Belgium. Oh, yes. Whoops. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this at night, so I can catch some of the other people that's international. This is for you guys. I'm kidding. I just said earlier I had to do this at night because I don't have time during the day because I'm kind of busy. But I'm glad that you can join. I think this is a good time for a lot of people. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, with watercolor, the way I do it, again, I am not a professional watercolorist. I just dabble in these things, but the way I do it and how I like to proceed is I layer colors. So I go from light to dark to give it depth, right? So here I laid down a very light yellow, which is this one right here. Oh, that's so bright, sorry. And then now I'm taking some of this color and putting it in other places on the petal, just to give it a little bit more of a depth. It's kind of shimmery in this one, so in this palette, so it's kind of cool. I like that look. You see that? So it's a little bit darker on some parts. Am I making sense? I hope. What color again? I don't know. It's not called anything in this Prima palette. This is a yellow and this is kind of like a gold, I think. I can't tell you exact colors. So you're just going to have to, with your palette, use what you have. And of course, after you guys are done, please share it on Instagram if you feel inclined, and tag me so I could see it. I would love to see your creations. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of yellow here. Again, see, I'm just kind of dabbing it in different places and just haphazardly. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take another color to give it more depth. Now this is the third layer. Whoops, what's going on here? Again, I'm not coloring the whole thing as if it's a coloring book or something. I'm just doing the edges or some of the areas. How are you guys doing? Are you able to follow along? Well, I hope you're doing this with us, Dawn. Like I said, I haven't done this since Sunday, so I just don't even really know what I do a lot of times. I just kind of do what I feel like at that moment. I've said it before. Oh yes, of course you can do this. I've said it before, but a lot of times I just really try not to think too much about what I'm doing, and that works better for me. And so when I was doing this, I think I was just in my head thinking of different colors and such. So there's that, and then maybe add some here and there. Well, this is becoming more yellow than I was planning on it, and that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this other color here that's, oh, I don't even know, it's reddish orange, which is right here. You watched all the replays? My replays? Really? Oh, I find that kind of funny coming from you, Courtney. You're such a wonderful artist on YouTube. Oh yes, I finally uploaded, I think, most of them. Gosh, coming from you, thank you. You're such an artist. Okay, do I need to explain any more on what I'm doing, guys? I'm sorry. Well, thank you. I mean, I am an artist, but in a different, not really with drawing and such. I mean, I just dabble. I'm no expert at it. Tell you a secret, in college, well, I was a design major, and in college I had to take life drawing. If any of you have ever done that, it's like the worst. It's just just, I don't know. The proportions, all of that, it's just difficult. Oh, you've adored life drawing. Oh, I couldn't do it. Part of it, I'm just not very good with like measuring and all of that. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I can measure, of course, because I do have to measure the notebooks I make. It's just, there's a part of me that does not want to go with what is known, the proportions and all of that. I don't know. There's something in my brain that I just kind of, at that point in my life, I did not want to, yes, an eyeballer. Although it didn't work there either, but it's the rules, I think. I'm just not good with following rules like that. Back then, anyway, I think I'm a lot better now. But I used to, so I did that in college, and I got a C. I barely passed it. But that was also during the time, the rebel in me, yes. That was also during the time that computers, the Mac was invented. And so I did a lot of Mac work, which my girls look nothing like they should. If I followed measurements, they'd look like footballers. You're very much a free spirit. That's what my husband says. I'm not that much of a free spirit in my opinion, but anyway, and so yeah, I just did not do very well in that class. I did well in my design classes, which is good because that was my major, graphic design. But when we used to work with the Macs, it would take us like 15 minutes to do one step, and we'd step away from it, from the computer. I mean, you could totally go to lunch, even dinner, and then by the time you get back, it's probably just finishing the step that you did. Okay, so I'm just, do you see what I'm doing here? I'm just kind of adding color here and there. Just giving it a different layer again, like I said. Just to give it more interest, a little bit more depth. Where the sun is coming from, I do not know, okay, on this. When a lot of people, when they draw, they think of where the sun would be coming, and so the shadows and all that. Well, I am not going to teach you how to do that because I don't know how. This is just going to be simple illustration. See, I'd like a lighting where you're not going to see the... Do you ever put anything over these when you are done, like a protectant spray or something? No, I don't. I know some people do. I just don't, I don't know. I don't feel the need to, I guess. I don't feel like and you know, I go through journals quickly. Isn't the middle of the sunflower where the seeds are? Sure. Sure it is. Yeah, I think so. But we're just putting a little bit of the color there. Okay, so you know, but this isn't necessarily going to be realistic. I don't really do things realistically. Again, it's that free spirit. So like the leaves, for instance, they may not even look like this. You have some on your table now. Does it kind of look like this? It's starting to kind of look like a sun, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a darker color, like a brown. Oh, yeah, you do. She does have... Okay, how am I going to do this? There we go. I turned it around. Here's the brown. Oh, that's great. See, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do different colors like that, like red, orange, pink, and purple. So that's what I'm going to try to do later. Okay, so here we're just going to go ahead and add some brown in the spots where the petals meet. Like a shadow, I guess you could say. You wish you had a unicorn. I wish I had a horse. Maybe I'll do a version like that too. I had fun giving up on the rules. Don't we all wish for unicorns? No, I wish for a horse. Just kidding. Do not want to take care of a horse. A Pegasus. Fun, you guys and your imagination. Sunflowers are just coming up and getting their flowers now. Oh, nice. I saw this on our hike last week. There you go. How are you guys doing on yours? Good? Oh, you're probably painting so you can't type. I'm in Nebraska, you know. Okay. And, oh, and so the sunflowers are there in Nebraska? Okay, this is kind of starting to look a little too perfect, the sunflowers. So I gotta kind of mess it up a little bit here. They're looking too symmetrical. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of add a little bit. My pens are really drying up easily this evening. We took Ellie on a walk over the weekend and there was one single stalk standing tall. Aw. Aw. Well, that's not stupid. Emotional, maybe? Just kidding. Okay. Whoa. The rest of the ground was totally dry and bare. It was a miracle. Oh, because it rains where you're at a lot. Always emotional. Coffee cup for a demo, please. Okay, what does that mean? I'm sorry. Coffee cup for a demo. You want me to draw a coffee cup for a demo? I think we need to ask, no, dry in Northern California, we need rain. Yes, we do. You know, we are in a drought. Hey, Jenna, you should come out to our meetup. Are you going to try in November? Babette will be here, Anahi. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, are y'all still with me here? Just kind of adding some. Oh, I was saying, so tempted, we were supposed to bring Ellie to Disneyland then. Oh, really? Wow. Well, I'm about an hour from Disneyland. Just saying. You could sneak in for one day. Anyway, what I was saying is, you wanted to see a coffee cup? Yeah, let me know if you can make it. That would be great. Love to meet you in person. Because if you wanted a coffee cup, perhaps coffee beans, perhaps we can ask Courtney to show us how to make a coffee cup. She can draw anything, I think. We are taking the teacup humans to Disney, so maybe we should try meetup. Oh, definitely. You guys let me know if you're ever out here. I will make a special trip. That would be so fantastic. I would love to meet you in person. How fun that would be. Let me know in advance. We could set something up. Teacup humans, so cute. I'm not sure what teacup humans are. What are we talking about? Did I miss something? Okay, so here we go. Oh, your kids. They're called the teacup humans. Okay. That's funny. So I'm going to go ahead and add some browns here. Whoops, I dipped into the wrong color. But that's okay. So I'm adding some right in here, the edge. That's it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some, whoops. Okay, this is a little, my brush is a little too pointy here, so I need to order a phone attachment tripod before I can scope anything. You know what I'm using? My husband, oops, I'm dipping in the wrong thing again, doctored up a mic stand. And then we put an attachment for camera attachment on the one side. So that's what I'm using here at home. Okay, that looks, again, it's starting to look too uniform and I don't want to do that. So if you happen to have a mic stand hanging around, all you need is the phone, the part of it where you could hook up the phone, and you can also purchase those sticks. What are those sticks called? Selfie sticks. You can purchase a selfie stick, and on the end of the selfie stick is that phone holder, whatever you call it. I don't even know. I'm so bad with terms. And so I've used that. Okay, so that's it. And then I kind of go in here a little bit so that I can just put a little bit more, a little darker, so that it'll layer a little bit. Because once it dries, you know, it starts to lighten up. So here I just kind of add a little bit more. I might be ruining it, but whatever. Again, I'm just trying to add a little bit more color to give it depth. And you could outline the petals, but just not too much, I guess. You know, however you want to do it, really. I mean, there's no rules. This definitely is not realistic. It's more of an illustration, and I like it that way. Sorry if it's in the shadow. So there you go. There's different layers. Do you see that? The different layers, just darker. You start with light colors, and then you just kind of add to it. No rules in Rowan's world. That's right. Well, I do have some rules, but when it comes to things like this, I kind of don't. Okay, that's so bright on there. I gotta get better lighting. Okay, that's kind of getting messed up. That's okay. I'm gonna probably put some gesso on it later, just to cover some of those parts that kind of didn't want. You know what? Here we go. There. Just add more to it. Okay. So that's it. Maybe add some more darker spots here, just over some of these to show it some depth. Okay, and then go ahead and we'll color. Oh, that's super bright. There we go. When I get back from school pickup, I'll add a sunflower to my journal page. All right. And show us. I need to catch up on your videos. You guys are know Courtney, right? Who doesn't know Courtney? She has great videos. I love watching her YouTubes. I gotta catch up. And I was watching the monsters one recently. It's not something that I typically do, that type of drawings, but I really want to try it. It looks so fun. We're going to go ahead and color in the leaves. Whoops, are you guys seeing this? Oh, blurry, isn't it? Sorry. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Her favorite DS watercolor picks are on my wish list from Cat's Corner. Oh, yes. What's her handle? What is your handle, Courtney? I'm not sure. I have her, I'm subscribed to her, so it just goes automatically. Raven, oh, there you go. And she's also here on Periscope, as you can see, and hopefully she'll be periscoping soon. And I love her accent. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of darker green on that. So what I'm doing is taking this, which is like an olive green, and adding some blue, and I think that'll make it a darker green. Ooh, a little much. I guess you guys aren't even seeing that. So where are we here? So I took this color, which is the olive green, and then I just added some blue, a little bit of blue to it. I am so sorry. Where is this? There we go. And it's too bright because of the tin. So let me just go back here. Anyway, with the green leaves, I'm going to go ahead and okay, I think that's better. I'm going to go ahead and add some darker greens around. I do a lot of dabbing to just kind of take some off. It's not quite dry, and so needs to dry up a little bit. So I'm just adding a little bit of dark green, different areas to give it depth once again. And then once it dries up a little bit, we can put a darker green or some browns on it. Are you guys still painting with me? Okay, I'm taking a straight green from my Yarka paints. I think that should be dry enough. Yep, it's pretty dry. Okay, that's probably too green. You don't want it to be, you really have to mix some of these colors up. That's too green now. So here again, adding a little bit of depth by just adding some darker greens. This is really bright, you guys, huh? I'm sorry. There we go. I think that's better. What the camera is doing is that it is measuring between the colors. So if, gosh, there's a term for it. I mean, after all, I am a professional photographer. But as you know, I forget my terms. I'm pretty steeped in leather these days. And so anyway, what it does is it calculates the different colors, and it's high and it tries to adjust with what color's there. So when the sunflower wasn't showing, it was only this part. It was taking a reading with a lot of the white background, and that's why it was blowing out. Meters, thank you. Yes, it meters. So it's metering the scene, the whole thing. And so when I put it down a little bit where you could see the sunflower, it's metering the colors in here too, so then it's not so bright and blinding. What kind of life do we have? LOL. What kind of life? What do you mean? I missed something. Photographers here. Oh, sorry. Who's a photographer too? I used to do weddings. Roberta. Oh, okay. Do you do it professionally? I need to work on dimension. Who doesn't? Do you know who doesn't need to work on dimension? It's Kathleen, 318. Landscape photography. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to be a wedding photographer. And I really, really enjoyed it. I loved my brides. She's incredible. And I did a lot of second shooting and things like that. Yeah, she is incredible, isn't she? I love her. I've learned a lot from her. Okay, there you go. So did you guys get this far? Like, are you going to be posting your sunflowers, please? Tagging me on Insta? That looks pretty good, I think. The leaves can probably use some help, but what do we tag? Well, I do not remember what I tagged it. Jenna knows. Jenna, what is that tag that I asked? Art Retrochers. There you go. That way, yes, that sounds right. That way it can all be in one place so we can go back to it and look at the different ones that we've done in the past. That's why I suggested we keep it at, you know, that particular tag and tag it in other ways that you would like to. But just so that we can see the different ones that we've done. If you want to tag it that way, you don't have to. Just, if at least, you know, do an at art retro with a W, retro, ROWTURES. That way I could see, because I love seeing all those. It's very encouraging. Good night, John Boy. I'm headed to bed. Thanks for one and all. Good night, Carlinda. Thank you for joining. Art retro. Yes. And then, you know what? In order to put a little bit depth into this, and so it looks kind of flat to me, I'm going to go ahead and add some. This is kind of like a light brown. Well, maybe not. Maybe the dark brown. Because, you know, the leaves sometimes have a little bit of brown, the dry spots. I probably need to look at this during the daylight too, in the daylight, so that I can see what, because it's kind of dark in here right now. So that's about it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put the word fall. Nighty night. Coffee's still happening here. That's great. I still have my tea. It's gotten cold. I'll probably have to warm it up. Hi, Anahi. Did you just now join? I thought I saw your name earlier. Oh, well, you're a busy girl. You're just going to have to replay. I'm going to go ahead and put the word, actually, I think I'm going to put the word autumn instead of fall. Are you guys familiar with the brush pens by Tombow, the Feud-no-Siki? I'm not sure how you say it. Anyway, they look like this right here. I call them feuds, F-U-D-E-S, Feud-no-Siki, something like that. Hard tip. Okay, the hard tip. I think it depends on the person, right? But I think I do like the hard tip myself. But anyway, blue is the hard tip, the green is the soft. Thank you, because I'm trying to find it and I can't read it. Oh, that's a Pigma. Beginner. So I have these pens and I'm playing with them. But for this, I think I'm going to show you guys. 5-pack's pretty cheap compared to other places. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to kind of fake brush script. Because not all of us can use those well. Because as you're going up, it's supposed to be thin, and as you're going down, you press down a little bit, and it'll make it a little bit, so that it will be a little bit thicker. And that's typically what calligraphers do, like Jenna. But I'm going to show you how to do it with faking it. Because, as you know, I don't always go by rules because I can't. Now, Jenna is going to be scoping soon to show us some of her work. Right, Jenna? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to fake it, okay? Yes, yes, definitely. Looking forward to it. Okay, I'm just going to write the word autumn. Let me see. Help you with the comments. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's so hard. That would be nice to have an assistant. Although after a while, you know, it's so hard because you want to try to make it really good and all of that, and And I think Periscope is supposed to be more, that's why I liked it in the first place rather than the YouTube videos, because with YouTube I feel like I have to do so much preparatory work and then script it and everything. And with Periscope it's supposed to be a lot easier and quicker and just on the fly. But the problem is someone like me, I can't always do that. I'm not a fly by the seat of my pants type of a person. And so I end up planning things a little bit in advance to make it work for me. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not able to Periscope as much. And I've just got to get over that. I've just got to do it because there's a lot of things I want to share with you guys. And a lot of times I stop myself from doing that because I think ahead of time I have so much to prep for, and I'm busy trying to produce the notebook. So anyway, that's my story. And I will just, I need to get over that part of it, of trying to make it so, prepared, well prepared, you know. I just need to go with it at times, just to get the material out there that I want to share. Anyway, okay, faking calligraphy or brush script. So I'm going to write autumn on here. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yawusa. Okay. I like that. So basically what I do is I go and I put another line on the downstroke, because that's where you're supposed, and I color it in, because that is where you're supposed to go down on those script pens harder so that it's thicker. So again, I just thicken the downstrokes. And that's how I fake it. Did I spell that wrong? Oh my goodness. Okay, what's going on? Did I spell that wrong, you guys? No? Okay, but that's A-U-T-U-M-N, right? 2 U's. Whoops. It started to look like an A. Oh, I did it wrong, see? Now on my it's not even on my downstrokes now. Oh well. So, we're not showing brush script after all. Fake brush script. We're just going to do it darker. Well, let me see if I can save it. That's okay, just make the upstrokes thick and the downstrokes even thicker. Right, that's what I'm trying to do. But I think I messed it up. See, we need you to do a periscope very soon. And this is the thing. If I make a mistake, I have this quote that actually my husband kind of came up with it, and I just adopted it. It's something similar. I just changed some of the wordings. Basically what it is that there are no mistakes, just opportunities to embellish. And that's basically how I do. I was thinking one featuring favorite tools and tools for beginners, and then people and ask questions. Yes, definitely. please do that. That would be great. Okay, there you go. I can't do calligraphy and talk. Well, I can't do calligraphy, period. No. I get by. Are you going to join us in November for the meetup? That's what we were talking about earlier. I'm hoping that she does. She said she might be at Disneyland with the kids during that time. So I'm just adding the serif part. I would love to, not sure if I will be able to. Well, hopefully you can. That would be so much fun. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2016 right here. There you go. Now my insert is complete. I'm a weirdo and I want to smell Rowena's Leatherfield studio. My studio, they say it smells like leather when people come in there and they tell me that, but I really cannot smell it anymore. I literally have to put the leather to my face to really be able to smell it because I'm so used to it. But yeah, you're welcome anytime. Anyone's welcome anytime. You just let me know in advance and I can make arrangements for you to come and visit. So there you have it. I'm finished, I think. And so now I have an insert. This is again the retro insert, the retro B6 Slim, and it's the orchid paper. It's the blank, and I put gesso on top and then orchid. Yes, can't wait for the palette to get here. Yes, it really is a pretty palette. I really like it. I'm kind of thinking I might need the tropicals, so we'll see. It's like working a coffee shop. By the end of the day, you can't smell the coffee. Exactly. Hi, Gina. Your paper holds up so well. Thank you. I'm so glad that you guys like the paper. I'm really enjoying it, actually. It is quite a nice paper. I finally got to test it tonight. Oh, really? You just now tested it? Okay. Okay, my leaves need to have some help, but I will work on that tomorrow, I think, in the daylight where I could see it. So, okay, does anybody have any questions for me before I let you guys go? The tropicals are really nice. Thanks so much. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming in, Roberta. I really appreciate it. I've been using watercolors on your paper for the past 2 days. I know you have been doing some really cool things. Thank you for sharing those with me. Now you have to share it with the rest of the world. I love what you're doing. You're really doing well. You're taking off. You've been painting. Yes, you've been painting all the pretty things. Yes, she is. So are there any questions? Anyone? No? Okay. So if there are no questions, any suggestions of what you want to see? Someone has said a couple of weeks ago, feathers. So I might try that. Although I think Babette, yeah, Babette just did some feathers recently. Watching on replay, okay. So, all right, and we'll look forward to yours, Jenna, your periscope, your first one ever. So anything fall. Oh yes, the pumpkins. Maybe that'll be my next one. I forgot. I had mentioned that earlier. We talked about that. Alrighty. Well, you guys have a great rest of the evening, what's left of it. And you're welcome. Share. Can't wait to try the sunflower tomorrow. Okay. And please tag me. And tag that tag. Art Retrochers with a W. Thank you for sharing your time and knowledge. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And so anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow out of town to go to the Crusade in Anaheim. If you want to check it out, it'll be at harvest.org. And we'll see you guys later. And thanks for popping in, Anahi. And we'll talk to you all soon. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thanks.